shit.
Yeah, that's real shit,
Now
man.
you count me down.
Yeah. Hey, what's
Hey,
poppin', man? Count time, fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Hey.
Shout
You
out to
already know what the fuck going on, G.
hey, man. Concrete G's podcast. I'm your host, Sauce McKenzie, ConcreteGsMedia.com. I had to put my shades on, nigga. I'm hiding in the giraffe, nigga. I'm like, God damn. Hey, welcome to the podcast. It's an honor. I guess this is what you call a true day one, because we from the bricks, nigga. Don't get no harder than where we come from. You know what I mean? I'm honored to have my little homie in the building. My nigga Rell G. What's poppin'?
What it do? What it do, big homie?
Man,
What's
good,
going
good.
on with it, man? What the fuck going on?
You know that at ATL living well. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Hey, look, so we gonna go right before we go into the history. I need to talk about your opinion last night. Who you blaming for that Lakers shit, nigga? And you ain't no Bron fan, you ain't no diehard Brand fan. You be going at that nigga head, but who you blaming for this shit, kinfolk?
Man, let me first say I'm definitely a Jordan fan, but I ain't no Bron hater. But last night though, I'm blaming D'Angelo Russell, AD, and Darvin Ham, dog. If y'all know the history of basketball, y'all know Jordan used to slap the shit out of his teammates, get them niggas prepared. Bron or at least 3-4 niggas a slap, G. This nigga's 70 years old, bro. He had motherfucking 30 points at halftime, G. Can't afford like a 13-point lead. I just need a little help in the second half, G. Just a little motherfucking help, G. This nigga AD, bro, this nigga just laid down and gave up, dog. He let the Joker motherfucking home, dog. He punked him.
Hey, so
He ain't even fight back.
hey, kinfolk, so
G, the
line.
nigga didn't even fight back.
So look. Line them niggas up from who getting slapped first. Who gotta get slapped first, nigga? I got slapped 5 for nigga first. Who getting slapped first?
I'm slapping Russell. I'm slapping D'Angelo Russell off rip. I'm slapping straight G. I'm slapping D shit out of you, bro. Like, what the fuck is you really on, bro? Then we get into a little scuffle. This nigga out there practicing threes and shit. And then when the play resume, he shoot a fucking brick. You ain't even gonna help a nigga fight. You ain't gonna help a nigga doing a scuffle. You practicing threes, then when you get the ball and doing goddamn regular time, you shoot a brick. Bro, I'm slapping the shit out of you,
So,
you got like fucked up,
hey,
bro.
so
Fuck
if the word slap is five emojis, that nigga getting five emojis on the slap.
bro.
Who number
Bro,
2?
that nigga getting them emotes.
Who number 2?
Number 2, AD, bro. Come on, man. This nigga named Jokic, bro. Ain't no nigga named Jokic doing nothing to me, bro. I don't care what you say, bro. Nigga born and raised up. Nigga, you from Chicago, nigga. I don't care what country you from. Nigga, you grew up with the motherfucking BDs, Lords, and all that old shit. You seen what the fuck going on in these streets. You let a nigga named Jokic to come over here and punk you? That nigga shoot from his back, bro. They can't do nothing with you, bro. Nigga grew up eating porridge and shit, man. You can't let no nigga like that do nothing to you, bro.
What he was
Like,
eating,
you owe
G?
me a
What that
one,
nigga
meet
was
me in
eating
the locker
porridge?
room.
Hey, what that nigga was
That
eating?
nigga was raised on porridge and shit, bro. That nigga ain't got no business guarding you.
Hey, but look.
Now he overconfident, think he the shit.
Hey, look. Hey, but look. Me and you in that dorm, right?
Right.
Hey, we Jimmy Butler. They ain't fucking with us.
Hey, definitely. Hey, Jimmy Buckets. Hey, Jimmy got that chip on his shoulder. You know, he got that man had no family growing up.
Your mama called you ugly, nigga. That shit make you hate him, man. That nigga is a killer, nigga.
Man, that nigga had to get raised by them white folks. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bro, I can only imagine the chip on his shoulder, bro.
Yeah.
I was watching a story on YouTube when he played for Minnesota. He went into one of the practices with the Minnesota name cut out on all the uniform, and he played with the second team and beat the starting team and told them folks, nigga, you think you can win without me?
Yeah.
Pay me. And the folks didn't pay him. He got the hell on.
Yeah.
Now look at him.
Now look at him.
I just don't agree with the dreads and shit. Other than that, he cool.
Yeah, I like him, man. I like his work ethic. I like his toughness. You know, obviously, I was talking to my guy, BC from Chicago. I'm like, I of course I wouldn't put him in a talent round with Kobe, but he got that dog in him. You know what I mean? He got that MJ shit in him that I'm gonna
He
take my
do
niggas
got
and
that
beat you
mama
niggas, man.
mentality, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
He
That's what
got
I
that mama
respect.
mentality. He got that dog in him. And the thing I'm noticing about the league today, that hustle and just that desire to win really ain't prevalent no more, dog. It's all about being cute and having a fancy move or getting a highlight and shooting. I just don't understand the fact that if I'm 6'7", between 6'7" and 6'10", and I got a 40-inch vertical, I'm not finna shoot 23s a game and only try to shoot 4 layups. It just don't make sense to me. But I guess I'm old school. I
Yeah.
just think like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, dog. I think they more athletic than the people guarding them, and they got a height advantage. But they rarely try to go to the rack. It's all about a 3 or a 19, 20-foot pull up. You know what I'm saying? But I like to go on the rack, try to get some folks in foul trouble and go from there. But as you can see, the teams that ain't shooting all these threes is sweeping folks.
So
The teams that's going in the paint, working from the paint out, is beating the shit out of folks in the playoffs. You never saw Giannis them losing. You never saw Jason Tatum them being down 3-0, but the dude don't shoot number threes the whole game. I don't get it.
so check this out, Kinfolk. On the Boston shit, right? I think, dude, that he kind of young. He ain't really put his shit down. I thought that the dude who lost his job, the Ime Doka cat, I thought he was really the post. He kept him on the string defensively. So now, do you have to break that shit up, G, or what you doing? You keeping it together? You gonna let them, because them niggas finna get put up out of here. So do you leave it
I
alone one
wouldn't
more
break
year?
it up, but I would have a conversation with the coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think coaching played a giant issue in making adjustments. I don't think no adjustments was made far as coaches because they never doubled Jimmy Butler ever. They let Home do what he wanted it to do. Them first 2 games in Boston, they supposed to double him the whole second game. They let Grant Williams. Out of
Nigga,
all people, you got Grant Williams guarding him, bro.
yeah,
He get to do what he want to do, control the pace of the game, and he's just proven that he's averaging over 30 a game in the playoffs.
yeah,
He put
yeah,
Giannis out. Once he put Giannis out, you supposed to took him serious.
yeah.
And I don't think the coach taking him serious. Like that game that they lost in Boston, when they lost by 6, it was like 11 seconds left. They still had a timeout. He never even tried to call the timeout, take it out at the half. At least try to get a quick 3 and shoot a foul. If it work, it work. It don't, it don't. You just lay down and let the time run out. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Then you lost by 30 when you get to Miami. I think coaching is an issue. I heard during a commercial break one game, he was telling folks we got to put up more threes, more threes, more threes. You putting up threes is killing you.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
to hit that paint at some point. You got to try to go in and hit the paint.
That's why I think with this coach, it probably gotta be either you gotta be broke up or you gotta get a different guard. Like you gotta get a guard that can get in the paint and whip that motherfucker. Like you can't have
You
2
got to
niggas 6'7" out there dancing at the same time because they ain't
exactly,
gonna never shoot good enough to win you a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
you gotta have a guard that can get downhill, get you them Dinos.
I totally agree. And
So
my thing is, you got one that can get down here. I just don't think you enforcing getting down here. I think you enforcing shooting jumpers.
shooting them jumpers.
Because
So
I don't think nobody can stop Tatum 1-on-1. I think Holmes can go to the rack if he wanted to, but I don't think he wants to. I
yeah,
just think that's the issue.
and
I
then
don't think
man.
him nor Jaylen Brown wants to go to the rack.
So
You know what I'm saying?
is
And I
it
think,
curtain for them niggas next game? It's curtains.
oh yeah, it's over with, bro. Them folks know there ain't nobody came back from no 3-0 before, man. Them folks know that man ain't playing. I ain't even finna risk getting hurt for next season. I'm gonna let him have
Hey, you got that hoe.
it.
Hey, you got that. Hey, so G, I would tell these niggas, man, cause you know somebody probably thinking like, man, I listen to shit every day. He ain't never let no nigga just come out rambling around, introduce the nigga, man. You know, this nigga right here like my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a
Real
bond.
shit.
Like I'm gonna let you explain, fam, where you know what I'm saying, how you know me, how we rock, and why this jump like it jump. You know what I mean? I'll let you go from there.
Real shit, folks. We met in prison. You know what I'm saying? I graduated from Roosevelt in like 1997, man. I graduated from Ville. I moved to Atlanta because I had an aunt living in Atlanta back in the late 90s and mid 90s. Gary was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Gary was wild as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get away from this shit, but I still had a Gary mentality. So when I came to Atlanta in '97, I was down here wilding. You know what I mean? I'm in the South, though. I can't behave like that. And folks locked the nigga ass up, gave a nigga a 20-year sentence. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I do like 11 years in the county jail. You know what I'm saying? I go to Jackson State Prison. I'm in Jackson State
Months,
Prison
G.
for like
Months. I
four,
didn't mean to
5
interrupt
months.
you. Months, not years. You said months.
Huh?
I meant to say months, 1,000 pardons. You said 11 years. I don't want nobody to think
Yeah,
you did
11 months.
58.
My
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
my
you
bad
good,
months.
you good.
I was in there 11 months. My bad, TP 1,000 parts. I was in the motherfucker 11 months. Then I go down to Jackson State Prison. I'm down like 3 or 4 months. Then they send me to where I was going to do my time at, which is Wilcox State Prison. So this is like 1998. I'm in Wilcox State Prison. I'm the only dude from Indiana in there that I know of. You know what I'm saying? So about a couple months went by. This dude's like, man, where you from? This dude from Atlanta. He's from Decatur. Matter of fact, his name is Matt Wins. He was like, man, where you from? I said, I'm Gary. He's like, when I was locked up with a dude from Gary, so back in like 93, I was like, 90, damn, that's years ago. Hey, man, I think he here. He on the other side of the prison. So I'm like, you lying. Ain't no way in the hell. It's just not that a small world. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Wilcox State Prison. This shit is in Abbeville, Georgia. This shit is like 4, 5 hours away from Atlanta. I'm in the country. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Gary, Indiana. I don't know nobody or nothing. Man, this dude named Matt said he was locked up with niggas from Indiana, man. It's just ironic. I just couldn't believe it. We met in the gym, then he introduced me to you, and you couldn't believe it neither. You was like, ain't no one in the hell this dude from Georgia. You gave me an old pop quiz and shit. You know what I'm saying? You asked me all kind of weird ass questions. Nigga asked me where the fuck Save More was at. And nigga, the nigga asked me what's the address to the village and shit. Like, ain't no one in the hell you from Gary, nigga. Nigga didn't believe me, G. That nigga want to know what school I went to, nigga. That nigga want to know, shit, nigga, you graduated in 96. How much the ounces was going for in 96, nigga? If you from Gary, nigga.
It was hard, man. It was rough.
Hey, but I can only imagine a nigga like you in your predicament, man. You know what I'm saying? To bring it all in perspective, you had been locked up 8 years to that point.
Yeah.
I believe you had been locked up about
what year that
7,
was?
8 years.
98?
You know what I'm saying? This was 98.
Like
you was
7.
locked up about 6, 7 years already. Yeah. You had been locked up. You hadn't met another nigga from Indiana. You been down there with Georgia niggas all your life. To meet another nigga from Indiana must have been like a fresher breath there. You know what I'm saying? Especially a nigga from Gary.
It was just you. You was the first one generationally tied to what we came up in. I had met my nigga Shark, the boxer. Remember I told you the older nigga that had boxed with my brothers from like small farms. He was down there, but he was already OG status. His parties was like, you was a nigga we had direct lines to each other eventually, but I'm gonna let you continue like after the questions because I was on your head too, nigga, because I'm like, I'm thumping in this motherfucker. If this the homie, it's finna be this, what you see today. And this is what it became because I kept it real. But I couldn't give no realness to no nigga that one who grandma just stayed somewhere for like 3 weeks and shit because, you know, it was all out in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a breath of fresh air for me as well because, like, I was a young nigga who had just started out on the bed. Like I said, I had a 20-year sentence, and you was an OG nigga who had done some time already. So you was able to guide me through the system and make sure I didn't make no foolish mistakes because I was a nigga from Gary, man, and being raised from Gary, you ain't scared of shit. You ain't scared of nothing. And then you was like, only thing on my mind was like, man, these niggas ain't been jumped on by no vice lords before. These niggas ain't been shot at. These niggas don't know nothing about where I come from. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I had an advantage, but I was over arrogant. You know what I'm saying? Because you had to let me know, like, hey, bro, you need to sit down. So what, buddy? These niggas may not be from Gary, but man, nigga, do something to you, home. You need to go down and be aware of your surroundings, dog. So you help kind of prevent a nigga from making a lot of foolish mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I never forget this one story you told. It was one dude. We was in the dorm, man. It was one dude running around playing. I'm thinking these niggas playing hide and seek, a tag or some shit, some childish ass shit in prison. And I'm like, man, this stupid ass nigga keep running past me. I'm in prison. I ain't seen my mama in motherfucking 4 years. This dumbass nigga keep running past me playing hide and go seek a tag in prison, nigga. This ain't fun.
They dead ass was playing that shit too. I don't want niggas to think he being funny. These niggas playing hide and seek in maximum security prison,
dog. I don't think in my mind, man, I gotta do all this time. I ain't finna go home. I ain't finna see my mama in years, nigga. You niggas is playing. Later on that day, you was like, hey, dog. You was like, you later on that day, you was like, hey, dog, I feel where you coming from. And I understand why you felt that way. But that nigga you was talking about, I seen that nigga stab a nigga 13 times about 7 years ago, dog. You gotta be careful who you fucking with here. He playing hide go seek, but he'll kill you.
And he was the nigga that took that shit the most serious, nigga.
From then on out, dog, I never underestimated a nigga or ever again looked at a nigga like he was a joke.
Hey,
The
look.
nigga in prison for a reason.
Hey, was you in there? You remember the nigga? I think you might have split, but the nigga. I tell you a story. Nigga, the old nigga used to walk around. Old Muslim nigga, right? He used to walk around real slow with a shuffle. So the old nigga had hemorrhoids and shit. And a nigga was trying to show out for a bitch. You know, niggas, the bitches come in with the black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas trying to show out for a bitch. He like, yeah, you got hemorrhoid. Nigga like, man, I told you, stop playing with me. Stop. He like, nah, fuck. This one of them niggas, black ass niggas, South Georgia, 100 push up, about 6'2", 225, yoked up. Think he finna just whoop niggas. You know what I mean? Just put picture that, man. Old school, man. I'm telling you, bro, my feet hurt. I got hemorrhoid. And he was like, nah, fuck that shit. Old school hit that nigga with a left from the 80s, nigga. Knocked all four of that nigga teeth out, bro. That's why I be telling nigga, bro, leave motherfucker the fuck alone, cuz.
Alone,
Oh,
bro.
God,
You
bro.
never know who crazy. Hey, that shit got done wake your ass up, for real. That shit give you a rude awakening, boy.
So how strong, for those that know, for the young G's might be going through something, hear something, think about friendship. Nigga might be a nigga down friendship like communication. How strong was our friendship in that motherfucker? How real, like, did we stand on our square, nigga, as GI niggas?
And that shit was so real and so solid, dog. Bullshit wasn't accepted at all, dog, because we was against all odds.
Yeah.
You gotta understand, man. We from Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
And we all the way in Abbeville, Georgia. So we had to make sure we was on our square at all points because we never know at any point. Because everybody clicked up. You know what I'm saying? You got Atlanta niggas, you got Decatur niggas. They all kind of was together, but you got South Georgia niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we from Indiana, and it's a state beef going on in Georgia that we don't know about, but got caught up in. You know what I'm saying? Just because we'll be caught our charges, that type shit. Like niggas hate niggas from Atlanta in the prison system in Georgia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Savannah, Columbus, Augusta. Them niggas don't like niggas from Atlanta.
That shit wild.
And then me and you just so happen to catch our charges in Atlanta. So they immediately labeled us Atlanta niggas. They didn't want to hear the Indiana shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you could get hate, me and you can get hated on, the niggas dislike us from what we caught our charge, even though we not from Atlanta. These niggas be like, they call they charge in Atlanta, know some Atlanta niggas. And then we still city niggas, we just ain't country niggas, even though we from the Midwest. We still carried ourselves like a city nigga. Niggas from the South and the country don't like that city shit.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So if you wasn't able to peep game or be aware of your surroundings, a nigga, because ain't no rules. A nigga come up behind you and bust your head with a mop wrangle, bro.
Oh,
yeah. You never see it coming. Because you too comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, not even that, you just unaware. You just, you know, this might be your first time doing jail time. You don't know nothing about what the fuck going on. You don't know the ins and outs.
Yeah.
You know, so our bond was super tight because I kind of, you never said it to me, but I think to a certain extent, we wasn't in the same dorm together. So I just think that your worry was, you know what I'm saying, nigga might try to little homie in a way he unaware of. While he in here, I got to make sure he on this shit, make sure we together, make sure we tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just some of the realest shit ever, dog. Like, ever, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I was lost, dog. All I knew was the streets of Gary. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? Then it ain't no street shit in here. Ain't no guns here. Ain't no GDs. Ain't no vice lords. Ain't none of that shit going on in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole new world for me.
Yeah.
A whole new world. Yeah. And I don't really understand the language, the slang. I don't really understand the lingo. I don't understand a lot of shit I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Yeah. And you kind of make sure that shit was together. And I had to be on my shit because, like I say, niggas would be hating because I was an old clean nigga in jail. I wasn't no old bum ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I kept my shit together. I got a haircut every week and knowing I ain't finna go nowhere for at least 8 years. And still got a motherfucking haircut every week, pay the nigga to shine my shoes, you know what I'm saying, wash my clothes, all that old shit.
Hey,
Now,
so look, I got a question, G.
I
got a question, G. Just in case a nigga listen to this from the crib, he like, but that nigga this, or that nigga was that. Fuck that nigga was that. The whole time you ever known me, even before you heard about me, because the lane was created when I got there. I ain't saying I was no bear, but I wasn't no rabbit, nigga. Niggas knew what the fuck we had going on, right? That whole time you ever seen nigga touch me, mush me, sneeze on us, sneeze on the set ever, nigga. We used to run the TV room, nigga. Come on, man, stop playing with us. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these niggas talking about, bro.
G, I remember one time, G. I remember one time we finally got in the dorm together. We was in the dorm together.
Yeah.
My mama had that drove from 2334 Ohio Street all the way to Abbeville, Georgia, just to see me for 3-4 hours. You dig what I'm saying? That's a goddamn 17-hour drive damn near, because it's 12 hours just to get to Atlanta. We 4-5 hours away from Atlanta. You feel me? So while I'm in visitation, somebody went in my locker and stole my coffee, right? Mm-hmm. So I get out of visitation. I go to my locker because, you know, I was selling coffee. That was a little hustle I had, selling fingers and shit. Mm-hmm. That's another story, but I'm selling coffee for a side hustle. Somebody going there and steal my shit while I'm in visitation room. I come back to the dorm. I'm like, G, you got my... I asked you because, you know, I keep my locker open because you still there. Mm-hmm. And I was like, folks, you got the coffee? You was like, no. He was like, well, I said, my shit missing. He was like, man, go make sure again, just one more time before I react. Man, I go check again. I'm praying that it's in there because I know your ass ignorant. Man, I told your motherfucking ass that the nigga shit went there and your ass it went and turned off. Even, man, it's 90 niggas to a dorm. And we 2 niggas from Indiana. And this nigga that went in there and turned off all the TVs and shit and told motherfuckers they had an hour to come up with that coffee.
60 minutes.
It will never be peace again in the dorm ever again. I got a life sentence, nigga, play with me. Man, 30 minutes later, boy, I had about 2-3 packs of coffee.
Hey, look, I remember, man, it was this one nigga, right? The nigga that was, I think he was from Florida, right? That nigga was super buffed out. He ended up being a cool nigga because the nigga did some player shit later. But it just go to show, like, you was a slim nigga. You became the nigga I told you about. Remember? Watch this. Because now you a nigga chilling the road. We used to get our TVs, watch the game and shit, right?
Right.
And this nigga playing with you, thinking you just a little slim nigga from Gary and only getting by because you my homie and you put them beaters on that nigga, them ironwood beaters on them niggas.
The thing is, man, a lot of them cats hadn't heard of Gary. They knew about Chicago. They think Chicago, but they don't know nothing about Gary. They don't know how Gary get down and how Gary been a murder cap and all that. They don't know we was raised ignorant. We was raised ignorant, like really ignorant. So I was a fly nigga. I was always trying to catch me a CO or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was a fly nigga. I cut the waves lane and all that old shit and off the road and all that. I was a player. I was one of them niggas who act like I wasn't even in there, but I'm in there. So I'm watching the Miami Heat play the Indiana Pacers and shit. Of course I'm going for the Pacers because I'm from Indiana. This nigga from Miami. Yeah. Reggie Miller and this motherfucker going crazy on Miami. You know what I'm saying? He giving these niggas the business. This nigga about 6'3". This nigga pull-ups all day, push-ups all day. He all in the window shadow boxing. He got a big old gold chain. Miami nigga, you feel me? You gotta have the dorm scared of him. You know, I don't know why, but they scared of this nigga and shit. So I'm thinking. So we watching the game and shit. He's sitting in front of me. I'm sitting behind him. I ain't thinking about it. He was like, man, I don't know why my team letting these bitch-ass, hoe-ass niggas do them like that. So I ain't thinking nothing of it. Yeah. Reggie Miller hit another 3. Bam! He said, man, this whole bitch-ass nigga Reggie Miller keep doing y'all like that. What the fuck is Indiana anyway? What the fuck is Indiana known for? Ain't shit in Indiana. So I said, hey, home, you know I'm from Indiana, dog. You keep saying this slick Indiana shit like I ain't sitting right here like this. Fuck me, huh? Like, I ain't from Indiana. You gonna just dog Indiana out of my motherfucking face. I say, home, you don't know nan nigga on that screen personally. They be calling them all kind of fuck niggas and hoes. You ain't met Reggie Miller, nigga. But you know me, nigga. That nigga was like, what's up with you then? Fuck, nigga. But I didn't think I know it, nigga. I turned into the Tasmanian devil on this nigga. I tried to kill him in there. Fuck around with you, nigga. I got jumped on that nigga ass so decent, huh? Hit him about 3, 4, 5 of them motherfuckers.
Hey,
He ain't know
man.
what to do because he's so used to niggas being scared of him. Then that nigga said, let's go lock up in a room. Like, okay, I'm bigger than you. If I get in the room with you and lock up, it's going to be up. We in the room and finished him off.
Hey,
That nigga wanted to be my friend after
I,
that.
I was just finna say, oh God, you tapped him so bad, he became the homie.
That nigga was the homie and shit, nigga. Hey man, any other plan tomorrow? You want to make sure y'all watch the game, man. Shit on the TV,
hey man, I got some
know
sandwiches.
You are,
I got some sandwiches out the kitchen, nigga. Them tomatoes and turkeys. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, niggas don't even know, right? I don't even be telling niggas like, I already had to cut my teeth, you know what I mean? I was already in, you know what I mean? I already had to lay that path for home when he got there, you know what I'm saying? Like I was already on some shit. Like them niggas, you know, I had to rock with ATL a little bit because them was my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like it's damn near just like going from fucking Tolleson to West Side with some niggas like, you gonna rock with the niggas you was in Tolleson with, you know what I mean? That's how kind of Atlanta was with me. So I did have my little country nigga altercation. Country nigga tried to take my head off. I bucked from that. Them niggas started treating me like motherfucking champ. Then it was good. Then I got the motherfucker couple other spots, had a couple incidents, shit. Them niggas called me Bishop. I hadn't even seen the movie yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I ain't even know what I hadn't even them niggas like, man, you.
You was locked up, you just see you.
Yeah.
I used to think something was wrong with you for a minute though. I was like, man, that nigga. You know, my mama was deep in the word. I would pray for you, everything. Shit.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, look. Hey, motherfucker. Hey, man, time I bet on Michael Vick, man. I tell them niggas I ain't paying. They cheated, man.
Nigga, get it like Red Cross.
Hey, man, but no, oh, God. Yeah, I'm here, G. I appreciate this memory lane. Let's tell these niggas now, man, what we doing in your life. Man, you a homeowner. We married. Cribs and shit, bro. We taking trips, kids and
man,
sports.
Nigga, really, man.
Talk to these niggas,
odds,
man. Yeah.
I got out of prison like 05, man. I did like 8 years, man. And I say goofy now, but at the time when I got out of prison, I'm thinking like, okay, I got this level 7 felony. Ain't nobody gonna hire me. I need to go to college. So my ass gets out of prison and enrolls in college. I'm at the University of Phoenix, G, online on the G, folks. I stayed in college 4 years, G. Like, I'm talking about fresh out of prison, nigga. I'm in prison 8 years. I got out of prison, go straight to college. You know what I'm saying? My wife, who's my wife, now showed me how to do financial aid and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I get me a bachelor's degree in health administration. Mm-hmm. So I'm from Gary, so really nobody really set me down and taught me how the game of life goes. So I'm learning as I go. Mm-hmm. After I get my degree, I started applying for jobs, and they was asking me about work history and experience. I was like, man, I ain't never had a job before in my life. Because keep in mind, I got locked up when I was 18. I get out of prison, I'm 26. I'll go straight to college and graduate. I'm like 31. So here it is, a dude 31 years old who ain't never had a job before. But I got a degree. I didn't know nothing about you got to have work experience, job history, and all that. And then I got this record. So I don't have any work history, job experience, and I'm a convicted felon. Nobody going to give me a job or a shot or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, at this point, most people give up, tap out. I still keep going, you know what I'm saying? I still don't, I chalk it as a lot. Good thing that the pandemic came, because when the pandemic came, they started giving forgiveness for student loan forgiveness. And my school fell up under that student loan forgiveness, so I didn't have to pay that loan back, but they was taking that money out of my check every week. And that's where I finally got me a job, man, out here at this warehouse out here in Midland, making like $22.50 an hour. You know what I mean? I'm married. Got 2 beautiful children, straight A students, man, homeowner, man. Just down here living, man. I'm in my 40s now, so I'm just laid back, chilling, cool, man. And just trying to let the youth know, man, that there's a better way. And you can come from certain circumstances and be successful, but you got to want it, though. It's a lot of the dudes that I was in prison with is back in prison and they ain't never getting out. Everybody felt like they had to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Until you really, I suggest dudes to just get a job and hold it down until you come up with a plan. Don't quit and just be walking around the streets and hang around in certain environments to where it's gonna cause you to fall back and slip. Cause it's easy to do time. Doing time is the easy part. Coming out here trying to survive and provide for a family, coming from a place like Gary and having a convicted felon on your record, that's hard. That's not easy to do. You know what I'm saying? To have that childhood trauma, because you don't even realize it's trauma until you become an adult. Like me and you didn't realize that we was crazy until we went to prison and dudes started calling us crazy. We thought that was normal
Yeah, I
activity
was just a
for us.
regular nigga from the
We
crib.
thought the
Like,
way we handled
yeah.
situations was normal.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what
like,
I'm
shit,
saying?
this
Like I
nigga's at
thought,
home. I'm scared of nigga. The
I
fuck, like
thought
I ain't
every
know.
time somebody look at you crazy, step to you crazy, you supposed to just go off on them.
Go
You know
off
what I'm
on the
saying?
niggas.
And
God, it's time to go to war.
I never knew that people talk shit out.
Yeah, nah, they didn't
You know
teach
what
us
I'm
that.
saying?
They
So
didn't teach us that.
they didn't teach us that. So, it was a real struggle. The after prison part was real hard. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of cats go to jail, man. They realize they can do that, especially if you born and raised in the jungle. Jail ain't gonna hold you down. You gotta want it. And if you want it, man, you gotta be persistent and consistent because persistence always overrides resistance. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep going. You're gonna
So,
get in, it's gonna always give up eventually. Something gonna fall for you. But if you ain't trying, you ain't helping yourself, it's gonna be rough. You're gonna eventually be a bum
so,
trying to find somewhere you can live without paying no bills.
that ass. Let me ask you this, bro. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I want to wrap up with two things, man. I want to ask you. First of all, I appreciate you taking the time. We're gonna get this up and in here, and then we're gonna start doing this regularly. You're gonna keep me up abreast. What's going on in ATL? I'm gonna come down and see you. I know the guys waiting on me. We gonna kick it big.
Yeah.
That ain't even for the internet. You know what I'm saying? And then,
Right. You
but I
already know
want,
what's
yeah,
going
that
on.
ain't even for the internet. We gonna do it big. But then, and I'm good. Hey, nigga, Big Bishop good forever. But
I
look,
already know it.
and then two, I want to ask you two things though. One, what did it mean, when I saw Mom Dukes? Because we gonna talk about a whole nother episode what she meant to me when I went through my thing. But what did it mean when I went and saw Mom Dukes? And then just expound on that, and where that took our friendship. You know what I mean?
I mean, as I told you before, man, you a big motivation and inspiration to a nigga, man. Cause you got out of prison before me. When you got out of prison, I still had like 2, 3 more years to do. And you had told me, dog, like when I get out, I'm gonna pull up on your mom and them and shit, and I'm gonna go holler at your folks for you and let them know that, you know what I mean, how it is and how important it is for them to support you and be with you. And, everybody said they're gonna holler at your mom for you and all that. Then we in Georgia. My mom is in Gary. So I'm like, okay, you got to get out. You got to get to Gary. Then you got to get yourself together. Your situation, you just did all this time. I was like, all right, if you do it, cool. But if not, it's the fact that you even spoke on it was enough for me. Until about, as you got out, man, I got some mail. They called me for mail one day, man. I get my mail, nigga. You got pictures with my mom, my sisters, my brother, my pops. You at the crib, nigga. And that just, you know what I'm saying? That just touched the nigga in a way that I can't really put in the word, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because the real nigga shit is an understatement for a dude to try to make sure that you do your time and not have to go through the trials and tribulations that he had to go through, as well as you got to go holler at your folks for you. And like to this day, you and my mom still cool,
Yeah, that's my mama.
Everybody's still a family to this day, you know what I'm saying? It's just rare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that gives you hope and helps you believe in humanity and people. You know what I'm saying? Because people used to get fucked over all their life. They used to shady business, but I was blessed and fortunate to meet somebody real in a situation where he didn't have to be real because we in prison. The
Yeah.
last thing on your mind is being a real nigga. First thing on your mind is survival. You know what I'm saying? So for you to do that, dog, you like my brother forever. Like it ain't nothing I
Yeah.
couldn't do for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then not only that, dog, and then the people also need to know is that I got married in 2015, but you drove from Indianapolis and all the way, you drove from Indianapolis all the way to Atlanta just to be in my wedding as one of my groomsmen. And after the wedding, you had to dip and drove all the way right back to Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Like that quick turnaround just to be there for a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And my son was down there hooping. I went to his game right quick too. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Right.
Y'all wasn't missing that shit for the world though, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Man, that shit was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Like
full circle.
Niggas talk that real nigga shit. You live it. Definitely live it.
Yeah.
Stand on it.
Thank you.
And that's just like I say, inspiration and motivation for me because I'm the youngster. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what, 6, 7 years younger than you. So that's just because I got a lot of dudes younger than me that look up to me. You know what I'm saying? Based on my the shit that I overcame and the way that I sponsor, represent family, and just real nigga shit in general. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on that goofy shit. You know what I mean? I'm well educated. I'm all about family. I'm all about brothership, friendship. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, dog. I ain't out here on nothing goofy.
And our next segment is I'm gonna reverse how it affect me. But I want you to know, like, shit, bro. You came in that motherfucker. First of all, Mom Duke, she already know how we rock. Like, she prayed for me in the worstest of time, bro. I bite a motherfucker face out about mom, pops too, bruh, sis, cousin, anybody I ain't even met. It is what it is.
Right.
But like shit, just it gave me a little breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? You know, it's good to be ready, but you still got to see some of that light. So it was kind of like being a motherfucking QB, a veteran, and you feeling like, man, you know, I'm finna snap. And then you get Randy Moss. All you got to do is teach him the routes. You know what I'm saying? Now we pocking sugar in this motherfucker. Because now you like, you know what, homeboy, calm down. You know what I mean? Then I started working on other shit, which led to other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everything got an effect. You know, it was a wild nigga. I was ready. I thought I was throwing that motherfucker. You know what I mean? And, you know, niggas.
Yeah, to tell you, bro, you ain't got to handle every situation like that, brother. Never like that on no. So difference.
So we gonna make this a standard thing, man. You my brother. I love you. I know you be busy. I want the people to know this game. You know what I mean? They don't even know. They don't even know the CL games, the grapes, the chicken and shit. Motherfuckers stealing my style and shit. Like, we got chapters and chapters for you niggas. We got the live interview in Atlanta. We gonna be smoking on set with the guys. We going to the flame. Like, so it's up, nigga. Yeah, so like, it's up.
Nigga.
Much love, my G. I'm gonna hit you up, nigga, and we gonna put this out. Yep.
No doubt, G. Love, G.
ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Another one. We don't fucking miss, man.